Okay, and a warm welcome to you. Thanks for dropping by to have a look at this video and description of the Mercedes A-Class 160. It's a 1.5 5-speed manual, classic SE Blue Efficiency is its full title. 5-door on a 59 plate, October 2009, finished in bright metallic silver. Drives extremely well, has covered some miles, 146,700 miles, so it's been busy. And you can see on the mileage chart on the MOT status on the DVLA website that it's been covering sometimes up to 30-odd thousand miles a year. So it's been up and down the motorway, I'd imagine, an awful lot. It drives like it's done about 60,000 miles. It's very, very tight. There's no knocks and things to describe wear that you'd expect on a high mileage car that's been taken a pounding, but it's pretty good. Yeah, it's a good 8.5, 9 out of 10 on its drive, and the clutch and the gearbox are all absolutely spot on. It's only 2 owners as well, and the last owner part exchanged a A-Class. What was it? I can't remember now. It says it on the invoice, but spent about nearly 8 grand on this back in 2014. So classic SE, it's got start-stop. I haven't actually witnessed it do the start-stop, but there are certain criteria for it to meet, for it to do that, temperature and that sort of thing. I'm not a fan of it anyway. It just basically means that the starter motor takes a pounding and your engine doesn't maintain its temperature. It's probably better not to worry about it, but I will report on it if it's really important to you whether the start-stop works. You can turn it on and off. It's a little eco button on the dash. So wandering around the car then, a little scuff to this corner. Now some of this would, I'd imagine, machine polish out quite well actually. I think a lot of that would just polish off. Maybe 80% of it might disappear. Smart repair might cost you 50 quid if you get the right guy in. Trims on the car. It's got Continental tyres on the rear. This is going to bore you to death if you're not interested, but at least it means you haven't got to travel hundreds of miles just to come here and say, oh, I don't like the fact it's got budget tyres on the front or whatever. I've been doing this too long to get into that vein of thought, but Continental 185 65 R15, practically new. And this one here is a Champion, and he's better than half worn, about 70% to go. Light bit of stone chipping to the front body. Chrome could do with a bit of a polish up. The front fogs work. Nice Mercedes-Benz Southampton number plates fitted it. Little scuff on that bumper as well. Scuffed wheel trim, and this tyre here, Champion. He's about less than 50% to go. This one here, it's a Continental and not far, practically brand new. So both sides of the car is nice and straight. The boot and the bumper, not too bad at all. The boot space is big. It's got the baggage cover, 3 headrests and 3 inertia belts in the back. Kit, breakdown, wheel change, etc. Little lights in the back. Rear wiper. I'll check that actually. I'll see if that works. A nice dark coloured charcoal effect interior with Mercedes overmats and a little bit of light markings to those seats, but nothing too bad. The driver's seat's got plenty of adjustment, much more than the previous model. So this model, when it came out in 08, I believe, had a facelift, and you get a lumbar support adjustment on the seat, height adjustment, and a adjustment for the squab going up and down like so. Electric mirrors, they work. Front electric windows, keep fit ones on the back. Yeah, there we go. Manual windows. It's a nice place to be in here. I haven't cleaned it yet. Could do with a blast out with the airline and a little bit of detailing, and it will come good. It has got Bluetooth as well, so it connects up to your phone. There we go, P9 on the phone, and I've used it. It works well. Steering wheel moves up and down. Fingertip controls on the steering wheel. Wear on the steering wheel. Alright, if you wanted perfection, you could have a new steering wheel fitted. Washers, wipers, all work fine. Where's that rear wiper? There we are. Ah, there we go, that works nicely on the back there. Okay, auto lights on, 2 keys, 2 remotes, all the books, CD storage, aircon fitted, like so. Spare key, great wad of servicing, new cap fitted for last MOT, loads of bills and receipts, including about £8 for the car's purchase price from Southampton Mercedes, 400, near on 400 quid for the last MOT to get through, which was just a couple of items, catalytic converter and a handbrake adjustment. But the clutch is spot on. You know, it's got a nice light clutch pedal, and you may be saying, oh, I really want an auto, but you could easily escape with this manual because it's got such an easy clutch to use. Nice light power steering there as well. Okay, so we've done the tyres, haven't we? We've got a couple of marks on the bumpers, but all in all, a straight 2-owner, high mileage, little A class, and cheap tax, £140 a year as we stand at the moment in 2018. Probably going to go up to 250 in this next year as the government keep ramping up to move us into the electric era. It's funny, isn't it, how everyone who's got £80,000 to spend on an electric car gets a government grant and zero road fund, and then those who can only afford a cheaper car pay the great lumps of road fund licence. Okay, but there we are. Thank you very much. Bye bye.